Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at the Marvel Legends Angel figure. Very cool looking. Easily like one of my most anticipated figures of this year. It's been so long since we've gotten a classic Angel figure. I mean, I know Archangel at this point is considered classic, but you know what I mean, the original design. Well, not so much the original design, as the most recent classic Angel figure that we got was a part of that X-Men 5-pack, the Toys R Us exclusive. But now we have another one with his like feathered wings. The high-flying Angel assists in the fight against Dark Phoenix and other threats to the X-Men, using his wings to take the battles to the sky. Oh, and here's the side art, cool. Oh, and there's that barcode in case you want to try to find it in stores. Happy hunting. But without further ado, let's open this up. And here he is out of the packaging. Warren Worthington has always been just one of my favorite X-Men, not just for his design. You know, on the surface, a lot of people tend to overlook him because it's Angel, he has angel wings, but his character is just so incredibly deep. I love Archangel. I love the metal wings, the blue skin, everything about him, but I just love this classic design more. I love all the feathers and this costume, which we will go over starting now. Yeah, so this is using a body mold I'm not too familiar with. Just kidding. This is actually the Vulcan body mold, and the only thing that threw me off was the fact that it's lacking the butterfly shoulder joints that this mold usually has. I'm guessing because they had to make a new piece to accommodate the wings being able to plug into the back. However, I honestly would have loved it if they still included the butterfly shoulder joints, but it is what it is. Let's just look at the costume. And kicking things off with the boots, it's not a complete sculpt. It cuts off right here, the white plastic, and then the rest is painted on. And it doesn't really match up all too well. The red, yeah, it's not doing a good job having the white paint on top. As you can kind of see through it, it just makes it a little darker than the boot. And going up, you have some more white paint in the center of the thigh right here, which matches very well with the rest of the white here. I don't know why this was like such an issue. I think maybe because it was just such a small area. I don't know. But yeah, continuing up, and yeah, if you have a Vulcan figure or any figure using this mold, you're all too familiar with the musculature. I think it looks great, honestly. Yeah, look at that. Very crisp lines. Like, they are super crispy. There's like little fuzziness at the edges, but like it's just crisp, very clean. And here's that halo, his iconic symbol at the center of his chest. Yeah, love the asymmetry of it, how part of it is going up and the other half is like pointing down. Very nice. And then the white branches off onto the shoulders right here, and it's okay. I think the paint, they just like made it a little too thin, and because of that, the red is able to seep through. It just makes it just a tiny bit darker than the actual white plastic. I'm sorry, no, this is paint. They did it well right here on the chest, but like right there on the shoulder and down here above the calf joint, it's just kind of it's a little thin. And the same thing goes for the glove right here, where the glove sculpt ends right here abruptly mid forearm, and it continues up with just paint. But like, yeah, you can see it's super thin right there and right there. Like, you see they didn't really get all the way in there in that crevice. Yeah, pretty big bummer with those two. But oh man, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at these wings. Look how beautiful they are. Just, wow, I'm flabbergasted. That's the word of the day. It's going to be on the quiz later. But yeah, look at these wings. Wow. This is my first reaction to seeing them. Just, wow. And they look so good, dude. Yeah, just look at the immense size of these. Just the scale of them. Let me try to find someone to compare to him. Here we go. We got little Cyclops and Wolverine right here. Just like, oh, they're huge. They're the size of a Marvel Legends figure. And as you can see, they have a white paint wash on top of a more creamy plastic. It gives the feathers some much needed depth, and yeah, it just enhances this figure a lot. And here's a look at the back of the wings. Again, just a wonderful, wonderful sculpt right there. Even the pins holding the wings together are sculpted in. And in case you were wanting to clip his wings, here is how he looks without them. Poor guy. Yeah, you can't have him pose without them, but like they leave those big ol' holes in the back. Going over accessories, he of course comes with those aforementioned wings and this neutral head sculpt. Their digital face printing, you know, as always, is just next level. And I love the sculpt of that hair. Just looks beautiful, you know. And there is a slightly subtle paint wash on top of that. Yeah, like sort of in the crevices, the yellows are a tiny bit darker, as you can see. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. But yeah, he has that awesome like X-Men mask. You know, the one that like wraps around the cheeks and the forehead but doesn't cover the face at all. Oh, I love it when they do that. I love characters with that. Where's Cyclops and Gambit? Another member to the club. Mine looks a little cross-eyed right here. I don't know if that was intentional. Yikes. And then we have this head sculpt, a smiling head sculpt. I'm not really a big fan of the inconsistency between the two heads. They both share the same hair sculpt, but you can see the shape of the mask is vastly different comparing with each other. Yeah, not really a big fan. I would have liked the smiling head with this mask, but here I'm like, He has like a weird widow's peak going down. It makes him look like Mickey Mouse. And these sides going down. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this like mask design, but I do like the smiling head sculpt overall. Then he comes with 2 fisted hands and 2 opened hands. Now going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. There's a tiny bit of pivot and side to side movement. His arm is able to bend up this much. And it is able to turn all the way around. He has upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, and your standard wrist hinge going down and up and all the way around. I did it backwards, but I don't want to do another take. He's able to bend this far back, this far forward, and he also has a waist swivel. His leg kicks out this far, goes out to the side this much, and goes back a tiny bit. He has upper thigh rotation, a double jointed knee. That was rough. Make sure to heat up yours before you start posing. And he's able to kick his own butt right there. He has upper calf rotation, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has now for his wings. Yeah, these things are massive, and they come with tons of articulation as well. They have this hinge back here which allows them to bend backwards. They're able to go all the way back and then this far forward, and then there's a disc up here that another hinge where you're able to separate each individual piece of the wing from each other. I don't know why you would do this. This looks a biblically accurate angel. But yeah, you're able to move them as you please. However, I think what most people are going to use these for is to tuck in those wings for his neutral stance. Yeah, and they look great tucked in like that. You can also put them to the back, because I know like some iterations of Angel like have his wings out to the back like this, or I don't know. I'm very sleepy. Now on to the size comparisons. Here we have Angel next to Archangel. Both figures have their pros and cons. However, I think the wings over here are just a lot more fun to pose around. These ones are a little big and cumbersome. And of course, he's on that Bucky Cat body mold, which is like, it's okay. Yeah, I like the proportions and musculature of this figure a lot more. I mean, yeah, I'm just a bigger fan of this one. However, there is still a place for Archangel here. I'm definitely going to add him to my villains shelf. Even though I know Archangel has been a good guy longer than he was bad guy at this point. I just still associate him with Apocalypse, so I'm just going to put him back there behind him. Hold on. Maybe I can make one right now. No, they're attached to this. I was going to attempt to, you know what? It doesn't hurt to see how it would look. Oh, let's pop those off. Put this on. Interesting. This is something I'll have to revisit. Now on to the other size comparisons. Here he is next to Cyclops and Jean Grey, Iceman and Beast, Professor X and Magneto, Psylocke and Wolverine, Colossus and Rogue. Now for some villains, here we have Black Tom Cassidy and the Juggernaut, Sebastian Shaw and Apocalypse, the Blob and Sabretooth. Then we have VHS Daredevil and Amazing Friend Spider-Man, Cable and Deadpool. And finally we have Morbius and Commander Gary and the Marvel Legends Spider-Hams. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give him a final rating of 9 out of 10. Yeah, he isn't a perfect 10 out of 10 figure for me. Of course, like, there's only so much you can do in terms of accessories. I really wish those head sculpts had matched up. I don't really like the inconsistent see of a lot of their head sculpts lately. The Marvel Legends team, they did that with Logan, you know, the Cowboy Logan. Let's see. With this, you know, like, the hats are different, the hair, it's, I don't know, I just want the head sculpts to match up just a little bit. But nonetheless, this is still a phenomenal figure. I love those wings so much, and the costume as well. Yeah, a perfect 9 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.